Nigga, word the yay. Flaming hands on my throat. Through all hell we pray. Lot of demons around me.
What's up, y'all? It's Coach Justin. We're here at the Sit Down Podcast. We have a very, very special returning guest, my guy, Paidro Classic. What's up, bro?
Sir, what's going on?
Chilling, man. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good to hear, man. So before we jump into updating us on, what you got going on right now, just let's do a little mental check-in, just seeing how everything's going with the way of the world right now and all the BS that's surrounding us. So how you doing just as a person, as a father, all of those things?
As a person, I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot since the last time we talked. So,
you want to talk about in what aspects, like as far as
just believing in myself a little bit more. Just embracing my differences and understanding that I don't have the same mentality that I used to, or my talents are a little bit differently, and I gotta embrace it a little bit a different way. Just fatherhood, just growing with that, learning my kids more, learning myself through my kids. Just
how old is your oldest again?
He just turned 13.
And your youngest is what?
Youngest is 1.
So that's about a 12-year difference. Isn't it crazy how much of a different father you are from the first one and now? Just in those years, you've matured a lot. You've learned more. You're probably more, like you said, confident in yourself more.
Yeah.
Got yourself figured out a little bit more.
But it's a different situation, too. Like, you feel me? Like, this is the first time that I've ever lived with my kid full time. Like, this is the first child that I've ever got to live with full time. So, like, that's the difference. Like, I've actually seen the steps, the walking, the talking. I didn't get to see that. Like, I saw it, but I wasn't, like, I wasn't 100% like around and stuff. So, like, my oldest son, I was around for his steps and stuff, even though we didn't live together. But my youngest, like, I seen pretty much everything.
That's dope. So
it's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, like, artistically and just finding, like you were saying, realizing that you're different and all of those things, was there something specifically that happened that kind of made you open your eyes to that? Was it somebody who kind of brought it to your attention? Like,
yeah,
what?
It was just, like, so I started going places, like, ever since, like, me signing with FOD and stuff, like, going around and, like, meeting people, like, or people stopping me and stuff, and, like, telling me, like, they different, like, that I'm different and stuff like that. And then, like, I was at a bar one time, and this older dude I forgot his name, but an OG, matter of fact, his name Lil Blood, that's what he said his name was, from the North. So I met him, and he was telling me he just got hip to my music, older cat, whatever. And how some people, they say they get hip to your shit, and you like, okay, like,
right.
But he started talking about, like, man, I've been peeping, like, you wear the leather joints in your videos and this, and
he
the way that you put your video. Yeah, he, like, really breaking it down, like, how people paying attention. And then I also had a girl say something like that before, and I just started realizing that, like, the artistry, like, putting my videos together, just taking the time of doing it the way me and Shooter 7 be doing our videos and stuff like that, people are paying attention. You feel me? And it's something that a lot of people aren't doing. Like, cause, like, I ain't gonna say a lot of people ain't, like, doing their videos, but as far as, like, the way they try to make their videos look more, professional and stuff like that. Cause it's like, people think that you gotta have a big ass budget to do that kind of stuff, and really, it's just using your resources, you know. So, like, that's where I kind of, like, realized that, okay, I have a lane in what I'm doing, cause, like, the music that I used to listen to, the music that I've grown and listened to is more artistic stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like my partner Booney, he always tell me, like, I'm like the Kanye of Oakland. Like, you know what I'm saying? Him, my nigga Bird, my nigga Meech, and them, they always tell me, like, you like the Kanye, like the Thug, the Travis Scott, like, you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a rock star. Karina, shout out to Karina. Karina, she always tell me that. Like, she been telling me that for years. Like, she's like, I see you being, like, a rock star, like, for real, for real. But I didn't really see it. But then I started really, like, paying attention to the way that I dress and just different stuff, like wearing wallet chains and just little, like, even vests like this. Like, I just started embracing it more, and I just started being more comfortable doing it, just having more fun doing it. So
you mentioned a little bit as far as like the type of music you listen to. Does it now fit kind of your, I don't want to say new style, but like your embrace style? Does the music you listen to kind of fit into that? Or you still listen to the same? I'll
be listening to rock and roll and stuff too sometimes. So like that, I'm starting to like now when I hear my music, I'm starting to hear a lot of my influences. Like I just did a song, me and Fonte got a song I did, and I heard DMX in it.
Wow.
Like just the way that I was rapping, I'll let you hear it, but like just the way that I was flowing and stuff, it's like I'm starting to pick up like the little bit of stuff. Like even just like my ad libs and stuff is more like different. Like I try to be a little that even that is like, if I put that on a rock beat, that could be something catchy. You know what I mean? Like even though it's catchy with hip hop, it still could be catchy like all the way around. I could take that to any genre. So it's like I just started noticing like everything that I be listening to, I got like a little bit of everything in it. So it's just trying to really find a way to make it mine. So that's where I'm having fun with right now, trying to like make it mine.
Is it frustrating being that we're in what everybody calls the microwave era? Kind of you touched on a little bit where people just they make shit, put it out, and just hope it catches. There's really no thought process behind it. There's no like plan or strategic or like music videos. People usually just go to their hood, film it. You know what I mean? Throw it out. Maybe 1-2 locations, maybe, and then throw it out. Does that like?
I feel like personally, it's the artist's fault, but it's also the consumer's fault too. Because I feel like if a lot of these artists nowadays aren't doing it for the love of music, like they're not doing it for the love of the art, the creativity,
right,
stuff like that. It's more to get a couple dollars. Yeah. So if you paying them, consistently paying for their music, keeping them fed, then why would they change what they talking about, their subject matter? Why do they need to go put effort into a video if you gonna give them 100,000 views on them standing on the corner?
Right.
Why change it?
Right.
Why fix something that's not broken? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like that's on the consumers too, like what they allow what they allow artists to get away with too.
And I think to take it, even a step further than just that, today's age is like everything is on demand.
Yeah.
And it's like fast paced.
Right.
So it's like back then, let's say if an artist does a project with, let's say, what was the old school typical song? Maybe 14, 15 songs on the album?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Six, most of them like 16 to 21.
Yeah, maybe. Right. Yeah. So longer projects, you might get 3 or 4 music videos off that tape. Nowadays,
they got skits in them.
Right, interludes, all of those things, outros, intro.
But see, like my project that I'm working on now, Hurricane Classic, I'm trying to bring a little bit. That's how dope. I want to I'm trying to even get a bonus track on this.
Oh wow!
Like I want it to be like a real
old school
album. Like
that's dope.
Because like my name Classic. So I feel like that's how my shit should be constructed anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just considering my name and just what I want my music to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's timeless. So I feel like constructing it's gonna come back to that one day. So I'd rather start doing it now.
You feel like that? You feel like one day it's gonna go back to?
It'll be back. Because even females are listening to the lyrics now. They'll tell you like yeah, his songs is cool, but he not talking about shit. Like females will tell you like it sound good, like it make me dance or whatever, but he's not talking about anything.
That's a good point, because even the female rappers are like, there's way more for one, and then for two, a lot of them be spitting.
Sure.
Like a lot of them,
because they've been through something.
Yeah, like a lot of them, like when I hear their freestyles or like the clips because I don't really listen to rap music that much, but like when I see the clips on Twitter, I'm like, either who is that, or if I know who it is, like, damn, she's spitting.
There's a lot of them out there for sure. It's a lot of them, and that's why I say like, it's just about embracing yourself, your talent. Like everybody got something to offer. You just got to figure it out. Like, and I feel like that just in the world, everybody got something to offer to the world. You mentioned the signing the FOD. Salute, congrats to that. You also mentioned Shooter 7 and kind of what you guys, how you guys work together. You mentioned Fonte. Obviously, I know about the whole Repty camp in general.
talk about the importance of having
them repties.
Facts. Talk about the importance of having a team like that, or just a group of people who, because you guys aren't a rap group. It's more like it's a family thing. And it's like you guys move as a unit and you support each other, help. Like I see you guys has changed the icons to everybody's whatever project is coming and all those things. So just talk about how. Because that's a fairly new thing for the team since Killer came home, and he and I have talked about it's like really making a focal point on that. So just talk about how that's helped your career just in general, as far as that support, having a cameraman that you can just damn near tap directly into and create with, having you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, me and Shooter 7 though, we always been doing that though. Like,
see, I didn't know that.
So like he made beats like,
but he rocks with FOD Tough too, right?
Nah, that's Feezy. Feezy. So Feezy, for a lot of people don't know, Feezy the Sabanga is a producer.
Okay.
You feel me? But he's transitioned into Shooter 7 to do videos, but he wanted to keep his beats.
I never knew that was the same person.
So that's the same person. So a lot of people don't know, like, now, my bad, Fees. I'm sorry. But you feel me? Like, a lot of people don't know, like, he just separated his businesses. So, like, it's Feezy the Sabanga when he make beats, and then when he Shooter 7. But if you call Shooter 7 to shoot a video, you're going to see Fees pull up.
Wow. So I don't think I ever knew that.
It's just, you feel me? But Fees been around. Like, that nigga started with us damn near. Like, he wasn't too far off. I started when I was, like, 18, 19. I met Fees when I was, like, 19. So, yeah.
That's dope.
He kind of, like, I've been knowing him that whole time, so it's like he always been around. So like the stuff that me and him got going is like we just been elevating a lot of stuff that we talked about 5-10 years ago. Now we kind of like doing because we're not afraid to try it. You feel me? It's like we used to be in our heads and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Fees is a person that I used to always like go to and vent to and stuff like that. So like, we'll be in our heads sometimes and kind of talk ourselves out of ideas. Now we kind of like talk ourselves into ideas. I'd be like, bruh, like, nah, we got to try this. Like, he might not be feeling it, but I might be like, bro, like, you feel me? It's just about constructing it right. He might have an idea, I might not be feeling it, but it's a teamwork.
Right.
Feel me? It's teamwork. We could shoot it. If we don't like it, it don't got to get used. Feel me? It's the same with songs. You feel me? A person could come record a verse. You feel me? If the verse don't sound good, we could put somebody else on it, another repty on it. Songs gonna get made. Like, it ain't about being selfish, about what's gonna make our group sound the best, look the best. You feel me? So it's not no selfishness with it. You feel me? And it's important to have a team. Like, it's important to have people that surround you that supports what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because like me personally, I get in my head a lot. So like, if I feel like I'm unproductive, or if I feel like I'm not doing enough, then I'll get depressed. So having that team around you, always motivating you, letting you know that you're doing something positive, letting you know that you're doing something right. You feel me? Or wrong. You might be doing something, just letting you doing something. Just they're acknowledging that you're doing something. It don't gotta always be positive. Like, people could come with criticism. It's just the fact that you're acknowledging that this person is trying to do something. And that's what everybody need. Like, some people feel like, supporting a friend is like paying money or always showing up. And sometimes it's just a post. You feel me? Sometimes it's just texting them, hey, this shit sound good. Or maybe you should try this on your songs, or you should try this ad-lib. Feel me? Come to the studio every now and like, you ain't got to come hella times. Like, I know some people don't like to be there for the process. You feel me? But it's always good to hear, like, just to be in there, just to see them head nods. Or shit, it might be nobody nodding their head. Like, okay, I'm, you know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling? Because at the end of the day, we a collective, you feel me? So it's like we represent each other. If Fonte put out some bullshit, they're gonna be like, the repty nigga Fonte put out some bullshit. They're not gonna say just Killer Fonte. They're gonna say the repty. If a repty nigga fight or cat off or something, they're gonna say the repty nigga. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say. So we gotta all represent each other, and that's what we all been focused on together, like staying on the same accord. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. It's dope to have people surrounding you that are familiar with and in the same field, because you guys understand each other. You know what you're going through. I say it all the time. Like, if for as long as I've been doing this, if I had a group of friends, maybe 2-3 people that just were as passionate about this as I am, I would have been out of here. You know what I mean? But me having to do everything, and you know, I've been doing this for so long now, having to do everything by myself. And now, gratefully, I'm to the point where I can pay people. And that's the thing, a lot of people don't like to work for free, and I understand that. Sure. But I appreciate the slow grind, the process of, you know, learning, getting better, improving, all those things, even the way I speak into the mic and, you know, all these little small things that I'm trying to correct. But if I had people who would man the cameras and help me edit and help me do all these things, you know, it would have been a wrap.
It'd be a lot of people that look at shit like they need to get paid, but I was always like taught like your network is your network. Mm-hmm. So like you might, like I've had instances where like you might invite a cameraman to come film for you. Mm-hmm. You feel me, or something, and they be like, oh, I need to get paid or whatever. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Like hey, we could, but you got Filthy Rich here, you got Gazi here, you got all these people here that you could be getting on camera and networking with. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be more beneficial to you than to just get your 150, 200? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, it ain't a problem doing it, right. But it's just when we try to like reach out to people and bring people around, it's more for coming around for your benefit. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just invite people around to do like shit for me. Like, you feel me? A cameraman, whatever. If I invite you around, artists, whatever, I'm inviting you, and I'm hoping that you're gonna come and network and speak up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't overdo it, but right. Definitely make your presence felt. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know where it could go.
We're in the era of like the microwave era, we called it, but it's also a lot of entitlement, man. I say it all the time. It's like, to this day, bro, do you know how much free work I've had to do? You know what I mean? But it's put me in. I've been in rooms with people you wouldn't even imagine, bro.
That's the thing, like.
And I'm okay with that. I prefer that over the couple dollars.
I definitely prefer that because the knowledge you get. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, like you get a couple dollars, but then like the knowledge that you gain from it, you can take it and utilize it for something else. You know 100%. What I'm saying? And utilize it to go further. So I kind of always been that person because I like doing stuff by myself for the most part because I don't really like having to wait. Like if I got a plan, I kind of like to just do it. Here. So I got to get out of that. You feel me? Here. Like I got to get out of that shit. You feel me? Because sometimes you got to slow down. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's
especially before you get into that. That's a good point because like myself, you're running multiple entities. Mm-hmm. Not only do you do music,
clothing.
You see what I'm saying?
All of that. And
I'm running 4 companies at once. Right. You know what I mean? As the head honcho and the employee of all of, you know what I mean? Yeah. All of these companies. So it's like, I was telling my therapist the other day, like I have these moments where I hit this wall and it's just like super exhaustion, bro. And it's like, I might be sleeping more. I might be, you know, I might not be working as much as I feel like I need to, or all these different things. But it's like, the more I get better at delegating tasks and finding people who specialize in certain areas that I might know how to do it. Like I can make a website, but you know I need to get better at paying somebody else to do it because I can afford it. You know what I mean?
On my ass about that type of shit.
About what?
But like I make my own cover.
Yeah.
Like I'll upload my own stuff. I won't wait. He be like, bruh, sometimes you just gotta wait. Yeah. Like you feel me? People be busy. You know what I'm saying? So like. You might ask them to do it on Tuesday. They might can't get it done till Friday, but you want to release on Friday. Why you just can't release the next week? You know what I'm saying? Just so you can get the professionalism that you want. So he be on me about that a lot, like, you feel me? But I just have that, I don't know, I'm still working on it because I've always been a person that had to do stuff by myself, like record myself, all that. So I still got that in me, like, and I don't want to lose that, you feel me? Because once you start getting dependent on paying people for everything, especially in this industry, that's where all your money go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And then you become dependent on those people. Yeah. It's definitely a thin line, and you have to find a balance. But that's where it comes. That's where it's important to have the right people around you.
Right.
And that's my focal point.
Now, like it's a balance. Like you got people that tell me like, all right, bro, try it this way, try it that way, do this, do that, or go about it your way. Sometimes they just don't say nothing. Be like, you know what you're doing. So it's just about having that around and just having those people around that's gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying?
We before we get into like the clothing line stuff, I want to talk a little bit about the gap. I think we did our first interview, what was that, like 2019, 2020, around there?
Let me check. Might have been, though.
It had to be around there. So talk about where Paidro was then, and you kind of touched on it a little bit as far as like just mentally and like how he is now. I know you and I talk a lot offline, obviously off camera, and I didn't notice at the moment, but you were actually contemplating stopping music.
For sure. For sure.
And our last conversation before I let you go was heavy.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about you that I never knew. It was more so focused on your upbringing and story. So obviously you guys can go watch that. Super dope conversation. But just talk about like what your headspace then, and then being able to get to where you are now. Like that 2.5 year gap, or however long it was, of just like what were you going through? If you know, I can share as much as you want.
At that time, like I was lost. Like I was hurting a lot. I had like a lot of depression issues. Just trying to figure myself out and stuff. And music just wasn't. I wasn't doing music for me at the time. Like I was more so doing it to try to be a part of the industry or whatever the case may be. Try to do what sounds good, or trying to do what other people like, and I just wasn't feeling it. You feel me? And then like when I got around like Fly Shit Only 3, that's when I kind of like started feeling it again. Like, all right, I gotta do this for me. Like I gotta have fun with it again. So then from there, I had my daughter, and then I had my baby boy. So like that kind of like changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because having a daughter is different.
Man.
So like just dealing with her and her, like dealing with her mom and stuff like that, that kind of like helped me grow, because I started looking at like other people's traumas and stuff, and like I will always look at my perspective, you feel me? But then like when you arguing with somebody, like they got a perspective too. So like I started looking at their lifestyles and the things that they went through, and the people that surrounded them, and the love that they didn't get, or the love that they never got shown. So it's like, I can't expect you to understand what I'm saying if you never experienced it. So once I started looking at life like that, it was like, I can't take everything personal. And once I stopped taking everything personal, then I started feeling better about myself.
Relationships get better too.
Yeah, like just life in general, you feel me? Because I started looking at it like, okay, you might be angry, but I ain't did nothing to you.
Right.
So obviously it ain't towards me, but the shit that I'm saying to you right now in this moment could be ticking you off. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about this? And this is just kind of random, and I think about it all the time, because I'm the same way. I try not to take stuff personal. I try to, I always give people the benefit of the doubt of whatever they could be going through, whatever they've been through, maybe, triggers, all those type of things. Is it frustrating for you? Because I call that just being open-minded, right? Being able to see things from other people's perspectives. Does it frustrate you when, let's say, I don't want to single out anybody in specific, but somebody else who you're interacting with maybe, and they don't look at it like that, like they don't see your perspective, or they're just a closed-minded type person? You got to.
That was a part of my change, because everybody didn't experience the stuff that I experienced, so I can't expect them to be open-minded like me. They probably went through so much shit that made them that closed-minded.
That's heavy.
So personally, if I want you in my life, I got to show you why you can be open with me. If not, then you're never going to see it. It doesn't matter.
That's real.
Because you're not going to see it from nobody else. You know what I mean? Like, we get caught up in thinking about ourselves a lot. And I learned that just thinking about myself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But like arguing with my girl, or arguing with my baby mamas, or just friends, getting into it with my brothers, you start looking at like different perspectives and be like, why people saying this? You know what I'm saying? And then it'd be like, okay, I can see why you saying that. I can get it. I may not agree, but I get it. And it's like, okay, now I know that this bothers you, so I know not to go about it this way.
Right.
You feel me? And it may not be a big deal to me, but if it's a big deal to that person, then you can't change that.
That's a fact.
So I just started looking at stuff from other people's perspective, like everybody's anger ain't towards me or nothing, because I don't do stuff to people. So it's like, if you mad at me or whatever, it may be something, like relationship-wise, it could be something that I did or whatever. Like, girls get mad at anything.
Right.
As far as your partners and stuff like that, shit, nigga might just woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Right.
You feel me? Might be arguing with his girl. Shit.
I tell people that all the time. One of my close friends, we film her podcast, and she's always like, it's almost like she's walking on eggshells around me because I'm very up and down, right? Because I go through a lot, bro, and it's like I'm an overthinker. I spend a lot of time alone, so my brain is just going. So sometimes you call me, I might be more upbeat. What's up with it, blah, blah, blah. And then you might call me, I'll be like, hello, what's good? Blah, blah.
Yeah.
So she's always like, damn, did I do something? I have to tell her all the time. It's like not in a mean way, but it's like, you're important to me, you know, but it's like you don't hold that much value in my everyday mood. You know what I mean? Like,
You can't say that.
no, but it's a fact though.
Or in your mood?
Yeah. As a
you
friend,
saying like as
a friend? Like this isn't somebody I'm dating or like we really only talk when it's about the podcast. So it's like she'll call and she'll assume that she's done something or I'm annoyed with her or I'm irritated. It's like, bro, you know how much shit I have going on in my life? This has nothing to do with you. So now she's walking around eggshells and I can.
That could be from her past experiences. And always somebody
for
always
sure.
And
we talk about that. Yeah.
You feel me?
We talk about that.
That's a situation where I'd be like, okay, why the fuck do she always keep saying that? So it must be you're used to somebody telling you that you always doing something wrong. And they might ignore you and shut you out and shit. And this is kind of triggering you. So now I get it, like, okay, I'm just having a bad day today. It's not like, you know, now I can let you know, like, hey, I'm just having, it's one of them moods today.
And now we turn it into a joke, obviously. It's like, you know, we laugh about it.
That's the best part, though.
Facts. So, no, that's definitely, like, it's, like, very mature. And, you know, I try to view everything in that same way. So let's touch back on the clothes a little bit. How's that going for you, like with the clothing line and everything? Because back then, I think you were working on Pure. Now you're working on Isolated Threads.
Yeah. So Pure, I'm transitioning into a kids clothing brand. I'm gonna let my kids have it.
That's super dope, bro.
Cause my son Evan, he likes to draw. So like I want to figure out how to turn his drawings into kids clothing and stuff. Make meanings behind it and just, you know, sit with them and let them do that a little bit more. Dope. And then that way he could see his art doing something. And then that way it may motivate him to do a little bit more with it, you know? But Isolated Threads is going good. I just been releasing like sample designs and like one-on-ones to certain people and stuff. And I'm about to get ready to do a new drop for the summer though. I just ordered all the stuff and dropped everything off. So I'm getting
Is it hard juggling artists? I guess they're both artistry, obviously, but is it hard juggling artists, music and fashion, I should say?
No.
Because they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, because like I just wear the clothing in my videos and shit and then give it to Fonte and Quaz and them and they wear it in videos and Filthy and shit and it just starts spreading, you know? But the only hard part is that I have to take myself out of artist mode sometimes because I don't have a grayscale. It's like black or white. So like if I'm there to be an artist, I'm a forget to be passing out my business cards and still fucking being Lee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Selling clothing and shit. Like, I'll be forgetting that I'm like, that I gotta be there. And then when I'm doing Isolated Threads, I don't be promoting my music. I kind of try to like keep it, you know what I mean? But when I do the videos and stuff, I incorporated everything together. Like right now I'm doing my drip check vlog. I'm on my 4th one right now.
Oh, wow.
So like I've been doing that.
Well, explain that.
So
you put them out already?
The first 2 episodes I did.
I don't think I saw that.
I sent it to you.
Okay.
So the first episode, I was just putting the outfit together. I forgot where I was going. I had just put an outfit together, just catch me shopping and stuff like that.
That's dope.
And then the second vlog, I was at, for me and Mikey's video shoot, Catch a Vibe. We was just getting like behind the scenes and then like just highlighted the outfits that I had on and stuff. Then episode 3, I was in Atlanta and I had went and just found some clothes. I was looking for something to wear. Ended up finding some cool Kai shoes, bought them. Just regular drip. But then episode 4 getting exported now, I had interviewed people at 5'9" Day about like what they think about drip and like why is it important? Is it important? Why is it important? What would you say to people that don't really have it? And just little stuff like that. And then every episode I'm kind of just taking it. Like next I kind of want to, like I'll probably go to like Prime Heirloom and stuff, and then interview like Nick and Justin and P and all them.
That's dope.
About why they decided to get their stores and boutique stores and some. I just thought of that actually. That's cool. I had to write that down. But shit like that though, like just focus on fashion. Try to go meet up with Ariel. Probably get behind the scenes with her on a fashion shoot. Like film her doing the fashion shoot.
Oh, that's dope.
Feel me, some shit like that. I got a bunch of different ideas, which I shouldn't have even been saying right here, but it's cool. Like I hopefully don't nobody steal the drip check idea. Right. You know where it came from.
Right. I mean, shit, you already putting it out, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Ariel, Nick, feel me, Heirloom, y'all feel me. I'm ready to get y'all in now.
That's dope. How important, and again, even though you're talking about the fashion industry in this moment, but content is just the time that we're in. Content is everything. So how do you feel about having to create content on top of music or art in general, whether it's clothes? You like it?
I like it.
I see a lot of people on both sides. Some people don't like it. Some people do like it.
I like it because it shows you, I get to show you sides of myself that you don't normally get to see. Like if you don't know me, you won't know I'm goofy. You won't know I'll be joking around. You won't know none of that. So in the interviews and the behind the scenes and all that, you see all like you see me dancing and catting off and shit. So I feel like that makes people more open to wanting to work with you. You feel me? Or even acknowledging that you're a human being. You know, as you start getting like popular with what you do, people start forgetting that you're a human. They start acting like you just, you know, like so. That's kind of like still showing people that I'm still the same person. I'm still grounded.
When I'm talking to people about this, whether it be artists, whether it be business people, whether it be whatever, I feel like whatever you do, you have to do some form of like content creation today because it's marketing. You know what I mean?
You have to.
And it's like you can be. I always equate it to this, right? You remember the era where like reality TV was just everything, right?
Sure.
Like
watch Real World, like
every channel, and that was like the beginning of it, right?
Real World,
every channel had like reality TV. Then it came into the hip hop world, and it's still reality TV, but I don't really watch it. But
it's different now. Though.
Today's day with the social media and the content and TikTok and Instagram and like the front facing camera and all these different things, that's like almost the new version of reality TV because you're showing people your personality. You know what I mean? That's what reality TV. Reality TV got to take you behind the scenes of, you got to, you know, meet people and see them for who they were when they aren't performing or whatever they do for a living. So now with like podcasts and social media posts and all of these things, it's like I get to show you that I get to show you more relatable
for sure
things in me. You know what I mean? Because if I'm an NBA player, I might not be 6'9" and can dunk. You know what I mean? But if I get to see Draymond talking about, you know, shit that he's going through or just reacting to, you know, little shit, it's like that's entertaining to watch. You know what I mean? And I can relate to that shit.
For sure.
So that's how I think it's very needed and necessary. And I enjoy doing it too.
You definitely, content is definitely needed when you are a person that has a business, period. You got to promote yourself.
Right.
You gotta put yourself out there. Like I know a lot of people who like rap and stuff, and they go to like, they'll have their shows and like wear ski masks and shit. Like shit, like it is cool. Like it's a fashion thing now, but like it'd be like, bro, like show your face. Like
they don't even know what you look like.
I mean, like you don't even know. Like it'd be crazy. Like people be having songs and it don't even have a face to it.
Yeah.
Cause like you too into the shit you got going on, and it's like it's gonna be hard. It's hard to do both for real. Like it's hard to be an artist or a public figure in a way and still be involved in other shit.
Obviously, you just recently put out High Tides, is what it's called. And then you have Hurricane Classics.
Hurricane Classic coming soon.
Classic.
Classic.
Okay. Yeah. When is that coming?
I don't know. I don't got a date yet.
Okay.
I'm getting the last 3 songs mixed. So after that, then I'll have a date for it. Hopefully July, August though.
When you do a project, are you coming in and recording these songs like this is specifically for Hurricane Classic?
Nah.
Or it's just like I'm ready to put out a project, let me check my hard drive and grab shit that I've already recorded and piece it together?
Yeah, so when I did High Tides, a few of these songs that was at that time just didn't make it to that project. I felt like they needed a little bit more work, or I needed a little bit more recognition before I put them out. So a couple of those songs just got held, but a lot of these songs though, I just be recording. Like I just keep recording. So it's like, even if I might drop an album and be in the studio the same day that I drop an album and working on some other songs. And it's not really for, like, we know it's going on a project eventually, but I'm not necessarily making one. And I was focused on High Tides, but now that I'm like 2 months in, almost at my 3rd month, it's kind of like try to drop something every 90 days or something. So it's time to start working on that next one. Like, I got all my videos done except for like 2. I shot every video off High Tides except 2. I'm about to drop Deleted tomorrow, actually. So, like,
are you gonna do the other 2 also?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I gotta do one with Fonte and then the one with Debo and Bang. So once we get those together, then I'll have those. But I might just do a mic drop to my verses though, and just switch it up a little bit. I don't know. I've been thinking about it though.
That's
but
dope.
Yeah, basically like I just work on that, had those in the cuts, and then like when High Tides, once I got the name for it and kind of like knew where I was going with it, then I started putting the sound together based on like the beats, the subject matter, stuff like that, and trying to like make it flow.
You I know this obviously because again we're pretty close and we talk outside of this. With Hurricane Classic, what is your approach that you're taking on this one that's going to be different than High Tides and like your more recent projects?
So like Bird's Eye View was kind of like me kind of like feeling myself. Like I started getting back in my groove. After Fly Shit Only, like I was still, had my groove, but Bird's Eye View is where like, all right, it was recognized royalty. What was it recognized? I got hella projects, but I'm gonna say Bird's Eye View is when like we started like coming around FOD and doing different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Bird's Eye View, I went there, and then High Tides is when I started messing around with FOD, and then like everybody had the motion in their names and stuff, but me being different. I just went with High Tides because that's like the biggest wave you could get, like and then so like that was kind of like the introduction to me. But like Hurricane Classic is like a storm. You feel me? It's like I got different songs on there where like I'm about to like really be rapping and talking about shit. Like I always do, but like I'm like coming back with my old style, like more harder beats. Like I used to have this thing, like me and Fees created this thing called horror rap. And it's like basically telling the reality raw and uncut, you feel me, to life. And that's kind of like how I always like had my music. So like my beats always sound like horror movies and shit. If you really listen to them, like they got kind of like a dark sound to them, but it's because of the shit that I'm putting on it. You know what I'm saying? And kind of created our own genre with it, but like we kind of revisited. I kind of revisited that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like a lot of people think I can't rap, I guess. So like I make a lot of songs like Drip Check and like I like to have fun and shit, but I think people started thinking like I can't
What's
rap.
the song where Killer in the verses like said you sound like the old Pedro or the old Leesky?
That was
What did he say?
season. Leesky, the way you came on this, you sound like old school.
Yeah, you was
So,
rapping
like,
your ass off on that.
Yeah, that was Repty season. And
So is that kind of an idea of?
yeah, like how I was going on that, like not as fast. I mean, every song not like
Right.
Yeah, you can expect that.
Just rapping.
That vibe.
That's
you feel
dope.
me? Like
That's dope.
Like, cause me and Killer started off together, so like people be hearing him and then hearing us, and they be like we're totally different. You know what I'm saying? As artists, but like people listen to him and then think like I can't rap, like because they're comparing me to what he's doing.
Right.
But it's like I'm not trying to do that.
Right.
You feel me? Like I can rap, like Chibba's like we can all rap. You feel me?
Yeah,
But
Chip
it's
is rap
just-
his ass off too.
It's just why do like if me and Killer on stage doing a concert, why the fuck do we need to be both up there dropping bars?
Yeah.
Why don't he drop and let y'all feel it, and then I come with the drip checks and shit and make y'all have fun?
Yeah.
You feel me? And we bring it a big. I think about it like that. Keys got the vibes, Dre got the pain, 214 got the soul.
Yeah.
We can bring it.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Different way. Like we don't all have to do the same thing, but just for this project, just because I felt like niggas need to have my name in them discussions because I can rap. So,
That's dope
you
though.
feel me? It's
That's
like
dope though.
I'm just yeah.
I'm excited
So,
to hear.
bringing the storm on this one. That's pretty much the idea of it. Bring the storm. Feel me?
Features. Are you gonna have? It's gonna be feature heavy.
So far, Fonte and regular Repty. I got Junior, Kai, Dame, and Ross on one song. I got a song with Serty on there. Shout out my nigga Serty. He about to be FOD too.
Yeah, he just DM'd me about that.
By the time
last
this
night,
interview come out, he already gonna be in that thing.
he literally just
Yeah.
DM'd me last night, like, bro, we gotta sit down again. I'm about to
sure.
sign with FOD. Blah, blah, blah. I love that. I
Shout
fuck
out
with his
my
music
nigga
heavy,
Serty. Hey,
bro.
we got a banger though.
I fuck with his music heavy.
So yeah, I got Serty on there. I got 214 on there. Oakland Hearts on there. I think that's it. I think it's mainly just me. Like literally, and the craziest part, like I got 214 and Fonte on one song, Junior and all them on one song, 214 singing on the hook, and then Oakland Heart singing on the hook. Serty got a verse on the song. After that, it's just all me. So those 5 songs, it's gonna be 15 songs in a bonus. So 16 songs, and 5 of them got features. The rest is all me. So I kind of want to let it be known that like I could hold a project by myself. Like I don't have to get features, but I like doing features.
Right,
I like
right.
working with other people. But you know, I can do a full song by myself if I need to.
That's dope. So you touched on Isolated Threads coming this summer potentially, right?
Oh yeah, the Isolated Threads drops. Hopefully, I should have that done by the end of June. I'm gonna aim for the end of June because I want to do a pop up. I want to do a pop up. I got some 101s that I've been doing, like jeans and.
Why don't you do a pop up and perform? Is that too much? My fault.
Nah, so yeah, man. I wanna. I'm gonna tell you off.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
something that I really want to do.
That's dope.
You feel me? I did it before, but I feel like with the way things are going now, I think I could do it way better. You feel me? So I definitely got something that I plan on doing.
That's
So,
dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
What else did we miss? What else you got going on? Any other big announcements? What about a Repty tour, man? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, actually, we've talked about it. We talked about it. It's really just.
It's hella funny because I don't mean to cut you off, but when I sat here with Killer, I'm saying shit like this, and he like, bro, who told you something? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it ain't that though. It's just me knowing y'all and fucking with y'all. It's just like, and shit that I be
It's
my
that,
brain be.
and just the way that we moving. It's like
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like it's about that time, but I feel like it's just we building too. Like we're not rushing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not rushing to get it done, but it's going to happen.
You know what I appreciate about what y'all doing as a group? Obviously, I love all y'all, and it's funny because I got separate relationships with each of y'all.
For sure.
But it's like I've always told you this specifically, but like your work ethic is something that I've admired since you and I became hella close. In all aspects, whether it's you promoting yourself and just, like I just fuck with that in general. And then Killer works fucking. Like the way y'all work, bro. And then so when I see people like Regular Repty and Dre and 214 who are people, and again I could be wrong in this, but it's just me just looking from the outside who don't drop as frequently as you guys. But to see you guys come together, and then you guys did the collab tape. And then you guys, like I just see them more active now that you guys are all and I that's so dope to me, bro.
But see, the thing about it was they was getting themselves right. So
Right.
like the plan, now I can say it now. The plan was for them once the Repty tape dropped, keep it going. So now you're going to see them dropping way more. Like you gonna see them on more projects now. You gonna see them doing more shit because like that's what was made. Like it's like all we can do is go up. Like Peasy, I don't know if you pay attention to Peasy, but Peasy dropped damn near every fucking day. He dropped something every day damn near. You know what I'm saying? He's steady working. Repty too, you feel me? So it's like everybody pushing, bro. Everybody pushing and staying focused. Like with me and Fonte is kind of different. I feel like because like we already was like that. Like me and Kev used to be like at my mom's house recording from each other all day. So like being in the studio ain't nothing to us. Like going to a 12-hour session and sit in the studio, that is not boring. It's not new. Feel me? A lot of people like I've seen a lot of artists who be in the studio, get a 6-hour session, and you feel me, they gotta leave, come back, you gotta do this, do that. But like I could be in that motherfucker working like nonstop. Like,
that's dope.
It's just, you know, you take your smoke breaks or whatever, but for the most part, I'm used to it. Like I like doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting used to the traveling part. Like flying everywhere and doing all that. That's the part that I'm getting used to. The time zones and being tired and then still gotta come home and watch my kid.
Right.
Like, cause the nigga be gone and then gotta come back Monday. Kids got school, baby. So it'd be like, that shit be cool though. It'd make it worth it. But it's tiring though.
Life of a rapper, man.
Sure.
Artist in general, I should
artist
say.
in general. That's cool.
Yeah, man, I was dope, bro. I think I'm all questioned out. Is anything that you think we left off or that you want to get off your chest?
Them
What?
Warriors, man.
Oh,
getting
my
that ass whooped
bruh.
by them Lakers. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. All you Warrior fans out there, stop answering my calls. I ain't talked to Quaz in like, I don't know how long. He only responded to me on the gram, on the Twitter. But it's cool though. It's cool though.
I'm going to clip this and send this to you immediately.
Hey, it's cool. Hey, we see y'all next year. Y'all have fun in Cancun.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King James.
Wow.
You know what I mean? AD.
The funny part about this is no matter who won or lost, the fan base was going to do this.
For sure.
If the Warriors won, they was
You
going
already
to
know.
stop.
They
I
wasn't
said
about
that
to-
as soon as that matchup came out, I
Bro.
said, man, if the Warriors and Lakers play each other, whoever loses is going to have to hear it for at least a year,
listen,
bro.
Don't let the Lakers and Celtics make it.
Yeah.
Because I said that last June, and niggas was calling me delusional. I still got all them tweets. Oh, I can't wait. Don't let them make it. I'm bringing all them tweets back. The other day, I was just going through everybody's tweets, getting all of them back, just laughing at all of them. I told y'all.
That's
y'all
hella
know.
funny.
2-10, we came back, man. Stop playing.
No, that is crazy, though.
Stop playing, but nah, man. You know, Hurricane Classic coming soon. Got new Isolated Threads coming soon. Killer Fonte just dropped with Big Sad. They just dropped 1985. We
Bro,
going
I love that project, bro.
that shit slap.
I love that
Shit
project,
slap.
bro.
That shit is different.
When he sent me that, because we text all the time. I'm like, that's one of my favorite projects.
Yeah.
Killing a While, bro.
Bro.
I don't know what it is about it though, because I gotta listen to it again. I've listened to it like maybe 3-4 times, but I fuck with that project heavy, bro.
I think
I don't know what it
think
is
it's-
about it, bro.
personally for me, you're getting the Bay in LA from a raw and uncut source. Cause like I was only around Big Sad for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes when he came out here. Cause I missed the video cause I was with my baby and shit.
Got you.
So by the time I got there, they was getting ready to leave. But the 10, 20 minutes that I was around them niggas, it felt like I was around niggas that I knew for hella long.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
dope.
just that, judging that, I could tell that him
The
and Killer
chemistry,
for sure
yeah.
probably clicked
Yeah.
hard. And that's why that music sound like that. It's the vibe, you feel me? But Killer got a way of all his collabs, like all his features and shit, like he bring out a different side of people.
Yeah, cause he's so multifaceted. Like he can just, his range is like crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I've been telling that nigga he like Wayne since we was kids.
Yeah,
bro.
I fuck
I've been telling that nigga that forever,
I
bro.
fuck with that nigga,
forever,
But no, this was fire, bro. I appreciate you, man. So
Of course.
hopefully we'll
Thank you.
get you back up here when Hurricane Classic drops.
For sure. I'll be back.
Continue to be you, bro. Like I said, I support you. I fuck with you. Your work ethic alone is like, And it's inspiring, to be honest with you,
Thank
bro. Because I know how fucking tedious this work can be. I know how tired it is. On top of being a father, all those different things. And again, watching you you can see it in your posts and everything that you got going, that you're enjoying yourself, bro.
For sure.
And all of you guys, you know what I mean. And it's for somebody who's been knowing all y'all for all these years. It's like, I love seeing that, bro. So continue to go crazy, bro. It's only the beginning. Obviously, we all got big goals, and like I tell Kill all the time, bro, I can't wait till we all just be like, bro, let's go to so and so. We all just fly out, just go chill, have hella fun, bro.
See your ass in Dubai right now, ride Ferraris in the water.
That's
I'm like,
crazy,
what the fuck?
bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I love that, bro. I love it.
Yeah, man. I just want to say to the people that's out there that's doing this music artistry, don't overthink. He can tell you too, like, overthinking will put you in a rut, and you'll lose more time overthinking, and you'll get less things done by overthinking than actually going and doing it. You trial and error is literally the best teacher, literally. Like, so I feel like for those who are out there who's looking for an opportunity, create your own opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always a way. Like, you and your friends, your people, your support system, whatever, take the time and really come up with a plan. You feel me? Come up with 3 goals that y'all want to, you feel me? You could do one started by next year. January goal, by June a goal, by December a goal. You feel me? And start off small, you know what I'm saying? Because we sit back and we look at life and we let life go by looking at what everybody else doing, or looking at how stuff work for other people and trying what they doing instead of really figuring out what works for us. You feel me? So I can say I really changed my mindset in my life thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really looking at other people's perspectives and not taking things personal. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, you know what I'm saying, you might DM an artist and try to work with them. You feel me? You never know. They probably got 20 other things, 15 other DMs. You feel me? They probably haven't got to yours yet. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to get in the habit of sending songs out, and if I don't get it back in a week, I'll just finish it. Like, nigga, what if he couldn't get in the studio? What if the engineer was booked? You know what I'm saying? So don't overthink. Continue to just work hard. You feel me? With the videos, I put a video up on my page about how I do my videos and stuff like that, and how you can make a bigger budget video out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So take the time to go on Peerspace, go on Amazon, find your props. You feel me? Little shit like that is what makes things better. You know what I'm saying? Just take the time to do your research. I swear you'll be a whole different artist. You'll be a whole different person. Like, let's set the standards in our videos again and our artistry again. You feel me? Because I feel like we just do anything now. Like let's actually create. Like, let's create. You feel me? So to the people out there that's working, keep grinding. Like, don't get discouraged by what you see other people doing, because you never know what they had to do to get it. So
that was dope. That's a perfect way to sign this out, man.
Definitely.
I appreciate you, brother. Hurricane Classic coming soon.
Yes, sir. Real Repy.